Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Antique Penguin. So apparently I missed one secret at the Penguin style catalog last episode, and it is after viewing the blue Viking helmet, you have to click the flipper of the lime green diving penguin to get the gold Viking helmet, which is pretty cool. Shout out to Cameron for helping me again, and of course link to her channel will be in the description below. Also apologies for calling her a boy last episode, as I didn't know her gender at that time. Anyways, in this episode, I will be playing the 7th PSA mission, which is called Clockwork Repairs, and of course I am already starting it right now. So anyways, the reason why I start at the PSA headquarters talking to Gary is because something bad has happened to the clock tower at the snow forts. Gary told us to view the monitor of the snow fort, so of course I checked what's happening by viewing the monitor, and of course Herbert and Klutzy are up to no good like always by removing parts of the clock tower. Told you guys at the 6th PSA mission episode, Herbert and Klutzy will be appearing in every PSA mission as the main villains after the 6th PSA mission. Anyways, Gary orders us to investigate the damage and repair the clock tower, which of course I will do that later on. Apparently the reason why the PSA is sending me instead of Gary to repair the clock tower is because the parts of the clock tower aren't broken but missing. Anyways, after talking to Gary, the next thing I need to do is to put the code, which is key, into the lock beside the cage next to the gadget room so that I can take the magnet. Now how do I know that the code is key? Well, I don't, as I had to actually look up at the Club Penguin wiki, as this entire mission doesn't even give clues that the code is actually key, which kinda stinks. Unless I am so dumb that I couldn't find the clue for the code at this PSA mission, but still. This is my second attempt at playing and recording this PSA mission, by the way. Anyways, after taking the magnet at the PSA headquarters, I can get out into the sports shop and take the life preserver, which will be needed to get the extra reward. At the beach, you can take the sand bucket, and you don't even need to talk to the two penguins. You don't even need to check out the ski village in order to complete the mission. Anyways, the next thing I gotta do is go to the docks and talk to the two blue penguins. Well, one is dark blue and one is light blue, but they're both on Team Blue. So apparently they have the target from the clock tower, as they got it from Klutzy after they threw a snowball at him, and of course I want that target to repair the clock tower. Of course they're not going to give me the target as they don't trust me, and I need to do a challenge by hitting the target 3 times so that I can get the target and be an honorary member of the blue team. Anyways, here's me doing the challenge of hitting the target 3 times. It gets pretty harder every time you hit the target with a snowball, as the dark blue penguins runs faster and farther from you each time. If you lose the challenge by wasting all of your snowballs, then it's alright, as you can always talk to the blue penguins and try again. Honestly, this challenge is pretty fun and is considered one of my favorite parts of the mission, even though it is pretty challenging. Well, that's why they called it a challenge. Only one snowball left. Do you think I will be able to beat their challenge without starting all over? And yes, indeed, I was able to beat the challenge with only one snowball, which was very lucky. Honestly, I could have done better at the challenge, as I was able to beat the challenge with a few snowballs at my first recording attempt, but that's alright. Anyways, after getting the target, I can give them the life preserver as the replacement for the target so that I can get the extra reward later on after completing the mission. Anyways, the next thing I gotta do is to go to town and talk to Rookie. Of course I definitely remember him from the 3rd PSA mission, which is the case of the missing coins. So what I need to do is to tell him I've been looking for a picture of the gear so that he can give me a poster. After getting the poster, I head into the snow forts to of course add the target to the clock tower. By the way, you don't even need to talk to Rory to complete the mission, which is pretty crazy. This is not the end yet, as I still need to add 2 more parts to the clock tower. Anyways, the next thing I gotta do is head into the pizza parlor and take the sheet of music next to the piano. You don't need to talk to the pizza chef, by the way. So the next thing I gotta do is head into the stage and place the sheet of music on the piano. You of course have to play the piano correctly by following the music sheet and pressing the right color keys so that the keeper of the stage, which is a yellow Puffle, will come out. I like how the stage's title outside at the Plaza doesn't have any black errors anymore, by the way, unlike at the 6th PSA mission. Anyways, after the keeper of the stage comes out, I can give it the poster so that it knows I want it to make a snow gear. It doesn't follow you though, unlike the black Puffle back at the 2nd and 6th PSA mission, but that's alright. Anyways, after giving the poster to the keeper of the stage, I head back to the snow forts to fill the bucket up with snow and then put it back at my inventory. And then I went back to the stage to give the keeper of the stage the bucket filled with snow so that it can make us a snow gear. By the way, you can actually go inside the pet shop at this mission, but it's not required to finish the mission. Anyways, after getting the snow gear, I head into the iceberg, which of course is only accessible through the map and spy phone. Near the right of the aqua grabber machine, there is an ice cube that has a spring inside it that is floating at the ocean, and we can retrieve it by using the magnet we got back at the PSA headquarters. So after getting the ice cube that has a spring inside, I can head into the gadget room and put both the snow gear and the ice cube with the spring inside at the test chamber. The first thing I placed at the test chamber was the snow gear. After placing it, I have to press the lever so that the snow gear can go inside. When the snow gear goes inside, I have to press the snow button so that it can be very hard. After it's very hard, I can press the lever again so the gear can go out of the test chamber and I can grab it. The next and last thing I placed at the test chamber was the ice cube with the spring in it. After placing it, I can press the lever so that it can go inside. Once it goes inside, I can press the fire button so that it can melt the ice cube. After melting the ice cube, I can press the lever to get the spring to my inventory. After all of that, I can head back into the snow fort so that I can place the gear and the spring inside the clock tower. And after placing the gear and the spring inside the clock tower has now finally been repaired, which is awesome. After repairing the clock tower, Rory then talks to us for 2 sentences and then my spy phone rings, and of course it is Herbert that is calling me at my spy phone. After Herbert calls me at my spy phone, Gary then arrives at the snow forts to talk to me. And after Gary talks, the mission ends and we can now get our medal and gift. Pretty amazing and fun mission overall, but I'm not done with the episode yet, as I still have to show you guys my medal and gift as well as my stamps for completing the mission. I have already gotten all the prizes at the fall fair party, by the way, so no need to worry about that. Still need to grind more coins though, but anyways, the first reward I am showing you guys is the silver watch medal for completing the 7th PSA mission. And the next and last reward I am showing you guys is the blue pennant for giving the life preserver to the blue penguins. Both rewards are pretty epic, by the way. Also forgot to show you guys they added a new stamp last month, which is the Mikey stamp, but that's okay. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Only 2 more PSA missions left to complete before I can move on to a new CPPS walkthrough or go back to playing Club Penguin Legacy. I will still be playing and making videos of this game though. Hopefully I'll complete those 2 last PSA missions next week. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe for more Antique Penguin videos. With that being said, see you guys next time.